everybody, come on in. Well, tonight would be our Pops concert, so I thought that tonight would be a great time to do some of the traditional types of things that we do at the end of every year, but we didn't have a chance to do. So I'd like to start with this. It's right up here, our Wall of Honor, and we don't have a 2020. So I took the liberty of making one for us. We were less than a week away from performing at large group contest, and I know that we would have done very, very well. I can just tell. So I made us a 2020 in sight, S-I-G-H-T, get it? 2020 in sight of earning a first division award for high school band. So I will put that up on our wall forever and ever for 2020, Class A in sight. Okay, and then we have some more traditions, but we need to talk as we go. Success, seniors, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right. Our peeps, just ask Brennan Cobalt about those. Mustard, Jimmy, that's a Jimmy thing. Life is about using the whole box of crayons. It is. Take everything available to you. Okay, good lesson in life. Just do your best. How many times have you heard me say that? That's all I ask. Do your best. Mistakes are 100% allowed. Just do your best. Because nice matters. Nice will get you everywhere. Nice matters. Okay, attitude, pick a good one. Here's my band pass. Right, pretty cool. Hobby Lobby's got everything. This is from last year's seniors. Don't be flat, don't be sharp, just be natural. Right? Class of 2019, but it's true for every class, every person, anybody. Okay, a few things here, and we didn't get a chance to add to this. Every year I put our days of perfect attendance under this little sticker. We had one day this school year, August 27th, where we had everybody. That wasn't even the first day of school. That was the second day of school that we had everybody. All of our little things. Kindness, being nice, it matters. Okay, Cordell, sorry I'm taking your glory here, taking your thunder, but down comes April. I'll send you all a video of me ripping it down at the end of May. I can't in good conscience get rid of May yet, because we're not done. By the way, sorry people who gave me this flower. You know me and flowers. Doesn't work. It's just kind of being prompt now. So, anyway, there's a little tour of the band room. I think if you're like me, you've been missing it. Oh, and remember, Adam, you can have that if you want it. You deserve that. You should have it. I'll get it to you. Okay, next I have a little bit of a video for you. You know that every year before we graduate, seniors graduate, we spend a little bit of time watching your 5th grade first concert. So I have that for you. And my videographer is going to sit down here. It's just a couple minutes. I just want you to get a good feel for what you sounded like. You guys are so cute. It's fun to watch this because I forget the kids that started band, those that moved away, those that dropped out for whatever reasons. keep your facial muscles ready, stick position and control, trying to get those under control for percussion. And so you're going to hear notes that all have five, the songs that all have 5 notes in them, and we worked on starting and stopping songs together, and how to be in a disciplined group. And so hopefully you will see all of those characteristics come out today. Our first song is Hot Cross Buns.
It's a classic. I skipped ahead a little.
Oh, we really need to emphasize the first 5 notes down. Now watch out, the sky's the limit. We're really going to work with it now. By the spring program, you will hear a much more refined sound. You will hear and see a little bit more discipline within the group.
I'm not sure if the discipline ever got better. In fact, I think it kind of got worse in the back low brass.
It's fun to work with. It's my largest group that I've ever had. It is a room full and they're all in there. I have them at the end of the day and they come in with their backpacks and everything else, and my room is full that hour. It's a great way to end the day. So our last song, and kids, congratulations on an awesome job. Our last song is When King Wants to Slap.
Kind of a far away, but hopefully you can see everybody. It took me the longest time in watching this and wondering why I was seeing the back of somebody's head. That was Miss Manthe. That was who was here before Mrs. Seaman. I'm amazed at how many kids have moved away. Fun. So I didn't show you the whole thing, but a couple of comments. If there's anybody who wants to look at that whole recording, I would be happy to let you see that if you want to relive that twice, parents. And then the other thing, if you noticed, there's still people to get up and move and walk in front of everybody in the performance. So that happened back in 2012 also. And I kind of think I wore the same clothes at this year's concert that I did in 2012. It might be time to change it up a little bit. So just some comments that I have. So typically on the night of a Pops concert, I would say a little bit of something and introduce and recognize our seniors. So I would like the opportunity to do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and start back over here. And while I'm walking to my spot, Riley will scan the room a little bit for you. Okay, so in the video that we watched, I think I said 41 kids. We finished our senior year with 22 of those kids, which is actually a pretty good percentage of kids. And, you know, 8 years of playing in band is a long time. And to stick with something for 8 years and to put your heart and soul into it takes special people. And so it's been an honor working with you. So I just want to kind of just have you recognize how many kids there are. So I put you where you normally sit. And so at the end, we'll scan the room and you can see just how big of a hole this class is going to leave. But right here on drum set, I have Breck Mangan. Okay, and Breck has really come around this year on drum set, which is why I put him over here by the drum set. So Breck, I hope that you're smiling about that. And I wish you well as you go into your next phase of National Guard. I am very proud of you. I put these percussion stands really high because these kids are really tall, so I thought it was kind of funny. Next we have Gage. So, never, ever, ever did I think that I would have a percussionist who was deaf. And it has been very exciting to watch Gage grow up, go through his cochlear implants. He has a natural sense of beat, and he is not letting his hearing stop him. And it's been so much fun having him in my group. And Gage, you're gonna do well. You are going to do well. Next we have North. Okay, and North has been a steady percussionist for me and has done many, many things for me here in band and has participated in honors bands and just an all-around player. Would get the drum set out for pep band and just all-around good guy. And at North, I'm going to miss you next year. We'll move over to my tubas. Tuba, senior tuba. I should push the chair back here and lean it against the cupboard because that's where Russ sits all of the time, and that's how he sits. There's Russ. And I like this picture. Russ loves the outdoors, and the cool thing about Russ is that I don't think he even realizes how good of a tuba player he is. He needs to be playing in a polka band or something, somewhere down the road. You need to keep playing. You will do well in everything that you do, and aim high. Aim high, Russ. You're gonna make it. Cordell. Okay, so I just want to say, Sherry, if you're going to do something with his baritone, you're going to want to chem flush it because all of the milk that he drinks before he comes to band is inside of that baritone. So chem flush is the only way that puppy's going to get clean. But Cordell is so much fun to have in class, and I'll talk about this little group in a little bit, but exercise science is right up his alley. I love that Cordell has lots of different interests, and it's been a pleasure, Cordell. Gavin, the football player, right? And Gavin really came around this year as a baritone player, and it's kind of fun to sit back here and watch him give Cordell the fingerings. Hey, what are you doing? You know, so he's really taken the lead, really come around, and now he's graduating. But I can't wait to watch you and hear about all of your successes, Gavin. It's been fun watching you not only in football, but in all of the endeavors that you have taken on as part of your high school career. All right, my trombone section. Trevor. Never stops moving. Great player, and Trevor, you need to be doing something on that stage, whether it's performing, singing, backstage crew, whatever, you are just a natural energizer and a natural fun person to be around, and capitalize on that. Use it. You're a great guy, and good luck to you. Jordan, the other trombone player. I'm gonna miss Jordan, seeing him smiling every day. Badger, it's not too late to audition for the Badger Band. We would all love that, but if you don't want to do that, I wish you well in engineering school in Madison. I look forward to hearing about all of your successes, and it's been fun seeing you every day in my band. Liz, a little dynamo. So Liz is my first trumpet player. She's a great player, good person, and Liz, you are going to do well in whatever you do, and it's been fun. I am so sorry that we didn't get to go to Europe this year, because I would have really enjoyed really getting to know you even better. So good luck to you, Liz. Adam, always a smile on his face, positive attitude, always. One of the things that I love about Adam is he is not afraid to try anything, and whatever you throw in his, throw out there, he will try it. So, and Adam, I do have this for you. This is kind of a tradition. First trumpet players get this folder. There's Adam. I ran out of pink tape, so you get the bright orange. But there you are, immortalized in the folder forever. So going to UWEC, my alma mater, go Blue Golds. And Angel. When we were watching the video, I don't know if you caught it, Angel was the one giggling. And I thought to myself, she still does the same thing. She giggles, is a very fun, loving person. I think the most scared I have ever seen you, Angel, is when you were playing taps at Veterans Day this fall. I thought I was gonna have to carry you out of the auditorium. So, Angel, you're gonna do well. Keep that fun-loving spirit, keep that giggle. It's great. Next, our saxophone section, Carly. There is Carly. Carly was another one that was gonna go to Europe with me, and that was all canceled, and I'm sad about that. So, Carly, it has been so much fun. It's been fun watching you this year as a leader of the alto sax section. You always had to kind of follow other people, and it was fun to see you go into that leadership role this year. And you have overcome a lot of things in your sports career, and I know that you can overcome anything. Knees, spines, you got it, girl. Grace, tenor saxophone. Oh, Grace, I'm getting choked up. We spent time in Europe together where I got to really know Grace, and had a great time. I love Grace's creativity, positive attitude, always doing whatever she could for the band. She loves the band, and I hope that you continue playing, but I know that you are going to be a music lover forever, and I know that you are going to do well in whatever you do. Mo, bass clarinet. So Mo is always, most times, here's the expression I get from Mo. Looking at his fingers. Who's playing the wrong note? Mo's head would go down because it would usually be him. And Aurora would be telling him which note he should be playing. These two together played the loudest bass clarinet that I've ever heard in my life. I am not going to be able to replace that at all, but great people. Mo, I am going to come and dine on some of your finest culinary dishes someday. I just know it. And Aurora, what a great attitude. Positive attitude, always laughing, belly laughing, always laughing, and just a good outlook on life. And I just know that you are going to do well no matter where you end up. And you are probably going to be the person that I hear is in some place that I don't even know exists because you're just that adventurous. So I look forward to hearing about what happens to you, where you go, and where you end up. And I want to sit down and hear all the stories about you sometime. All right, my front row. Shawnee. I don't know how many times through the years I have said to Shawnee, Shawnee, sit up straight, head up, sit up straight, head up. And you know, there's more to that than just playing posture for a flute. You stand up straight, you keep your head tall, because you are one talented, beautiful girl. And I think that someday I'm going to be wearing a t-shirt with something that you drew on the front of it. And I just think it's going to be so fun to watch you. You're gonna do great. Head tall. Maddie. Maddie is just a nice girl. And I have had fun getting to know Maddie this year, really in Strum Hum Drum. And Maddie is going to be a teacher. And so when I know that a student is going to be a teacher, I kind of approach things in a different way. And our time was cut too short, Maddie, because I still had more things to give you and little words of advice for when you're in the classroom. So hopefully you'll come back and visit or give me a call when you need some advice. Take some music classes in college so that you can continue using music in your classroom. Okay, Katie. Katie, you are one of the most naturally talented players that I have ever had. And I truly, truly mean that. You feel music in your heart. I come up with hokey stories about what music, I think music should feel like or sound like. You really feel it. You feel music, and that is rare. You are a great girl. I am going to miss you terribly, not only as a player, but as a person. I got to know her in Europe a couple years ago when we went. I have spent many, many hours with Katie practicing solo and ensemble things, listening to her giggle, watching her fall off the chair because she was giggling so much, but just fond memories. And Katie, you just keep playing. You have music in your soul, and I want you to keep playing. Riley. Riley was on the same trip that we were on in Europe. In fact, one of her favorite memories was a concert that we did in Seefeld, Austria. And it was because it was a fantastic concert and family was there. And it was just a whole experience. And I think that is so important to you because family is important to you. And you need to continue that. You need to continue that in everything that you do. Treat everybody as family. You have so many qualities, leadership qualities, and you're a go-getter. And you're going to be just fine at Mankato. And I'm looking forward to you really blossoming even more. And pull your friends and family close, because I know that that's really important to you. Reed. One of the things that Reed said was her favorite was learning how to toss the flag. I was bound and determined this last summer that for Flag Squad, we were going to incorporate a toss into homecoming, the homecoming routine. And one day we were out on the practice field and they were tossing and tossing and tossing. And the look that came over Reed's face when she finally got it was so much fun. Reed is very, very humble, and she takes every opportunity and internalizes it. She doesn't take anything for granted. And every experience she can sit back and she looks at and reflects on. And I so appreciate that. I wish that I had more of that, where I would sit and reflect about all of the good things that are there. And Reed, you have that. I wish you the best of luck, and it's been fun having you in my band. Ellen's favorite memory was, well, she had a few of them, but walking in to Ready to Rumble for the big gigs. And then I thought it was fun all of the time at Disney and on the bus. So I always say, let's take the bus, because the bus it's so much fun. You learn so much on the bus. And so apparently Ellen did. But Ellen, you are such a sweet girl, and you are going to do so well in everything that you do. You have the nice and the kindness naturally. And I love that about you. Molly. Molly was my TA for a little bit. She's one of the most organized people that I know. And I really appreciate that, because some of you that know me really well know that I'm not that organized. So she came in as a TA and was organized. But I love her sense of humor. It's kind of a little bit of a dry sense of humor that you have. And I'm gonna miss hearing that and seeing you every day in band. And then, last but not least, even though she's like a super, super triple senior, I have Mrs. Seaman. Then this is where Mrs. Seaman sits, backwards, so that she can talk with Gage and all of the other percussionists. She has been my eyes for many, many years, and I learn lots and lots of things that students are doing in my class that I can't see, but she can. And she has been a person that has helped me through many, many things. This last trip in Washington, D.C. was so much fun. All of the days, I'm gonna miss you, Lisa, all of the days that either Mrs. Moose came through, scared you as you sat there, or I didn't warn you that I was going to have the stereo playing, and when I placed the stereo in here, it has to be loud for everybody to hear, and Lisa would jump. And if I need something looked up, I would just look over at Lisa, and she'd already be on it, looking things up. We have a great working relationship, and I know I am going to miss you. The kids are going to miss you, and you're just such a wonderful blessing to have had in my room. So thank you. So I decided that this is the vase that you guys gave me the last day before vacation, our very extended vacation. And so I made all of these, and I will make them look pretty and put stuff in there. But the sign that is going to go on here is going to say, "The beat goes on, class of 2020." And you are going to overtake this one. If you look at this, thank you, girls. I think it was Ellen and Maddie that, well, we had an unfortunate incident at homecoming, and they sat here all afternoon trying to glue this back together. So 2020 seniors, this will look much better than it does right now, but I will have this all ready for you. You have this spot of honor So when you come and visit me next January, when we have alumni band, you can see your bouquet. All right, so that is your spot now. And then I just have one other thing I would like to share with you. Well, a couple, because I can't do just one. First of all, one of my very best memories, there are lots of them, but the best memory that I have was our last memory. I am glad that I made a memory and not a regret. I would have regretted very much if we had not had a mock graduation in our gym before this all happened. And I am so grateful, and it's one of my favorite memories, playing for you as you marched in with the unknown ahead of us and knowing that it could be your very last time that you were together in that gym hearing Pomp and Circumstance. And it's just a special, special moment for me. And then I have to give you my advice that I do every year. My wish for you is always to have music in your life. And when you look back at your life in music, I hope that you remember this room, all of these people, and you look back at your experience with fondness. And I will miss you. Next year is going to be very different. It's not going to be better. It's not going to be worse. It's going to be different without you. And I wish you all the best